I started to have a very bad cold, and I was coughing constantly. So the doctors tested me immediately in their offices and came out and said that you have a very virulent tuberculosis. So on March 3rd, 1951, I entered Vauclain Home, and very, very scared. Because I was pregnant, they did not allow me to have any treatments except bed rest, flat bed rest. So when I knew I was going to have the baby, they contacted the county hospital, which is across the canyon from Vauclain Home. And there I was really treated like a disease because I was put in the ward where they had all the serious diseases. I didn't get to see her for 1 whole month. And then when we were allowed to see our babies, the first time I saw her, I was on a stretcher. They took me out to the fence, and I could just see her through the fence. The second time I got to see her, I got to go out the fence, and I saw both my children. I remember being very sad because my little boy was now able to walk. I didn't experience his first birthday, and I didn't know his first walk, and I saw him walk for the first time. So I know I cried and cried that night. Then I started treatments. It was called para-aminosalicylic acid. I'm very surprised I remember that. And calcium. We'd get 36 pills a day. Every Friday they came in and gave us these shots of streptomycin. That was the worst shot. It numbed you, literally numbed you from your feet clear up to your head. And they warned you, don't fall asleep. Fight sleep, don't fall asleep. Because if you did, you'd have the horrible nightmares. It wasn't all sad because my bedmates, we became very, very good friends. The worst part about Vauclain Home, I can tell you, is the food. It was so horrible. Our families, my husband's family and my family, were busy bringing us food. Every visiting day we got all the good food. And I'd make a big list for my husband what I wanted, peanut butter, jam, anything that I could, or crackers, anything I'd be able to eat. I think it was in June of '52 when they discovered the magic pill, isoniazid. That was a great pill. And you had to register negative for 6 months before you were allowed to go home. Well, isoniazid did the trick, and I tested negative for 6 months, and then I got to go home. The saddest thing about coming home was my association with my children. They didn't know me. I was given permission after I was home about 3 months to have a weekend with my son. And we would have a wonderful time during the weekend. We'd just do all kinds of fun things. But he was always very happy to go back to Mama and Papa's house. And we said, well, no, Chris, now you're going to be here, with Mommy and Daddy. I don't want to be here. I want to go home, Mama and Papa. Finally, we overcame it and were able to raise our children. After I was discharged, I thought that the patients would greatly need more information about their disease. I had the idea of starting a newsletter or magazine for them, and I got 5 of our ex-patients together, and with the cooperation and backing of the TB Association in San Diego, we started the Patient Voice, monthly magazine that was sent to all the patients in the hospital, and anyone that had been discharged was allowed to have it mailed to their home. It was a great success. I was the editor of the Patient Voice until I moved to Northern California in 1960. And I never knew where I contracted it. It was a learning experience, that's for sure. Experience I would never want for anyone.